All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Rock and Roll Geezer Show, your weekly rock news outlet. You have to pardon me, folks. They've had a nasty flu going around the upper Midwest, the Midwest, and I seem to have caught just a touch of it, a touch of the nasty flu. But my super genes are at this moment overcoming the dastardliness of the flu. 'Cause I hardly ever get sick, so getting sick really sucks. But I'm getting better. My body soldiers are going to war. I'll be better. But luckily, ladies and gentlemen, luckily. Well, let me talk about the show first. Oh, Vinnie Vincent. Oh boy, all over the internet. We can't wait to talk about this. Little, little Billy Joel, Geezer Butler. Interesting story with him. Uh, I believe we got a movie review coming up, by golly. I'm looking forward to that. And the end of a legend, basically. We'll talk about that too. But boom, heading over to Wayne's World to hook up with my co host. That would be Doc Vox. What's shaking over there, Doc?
Much appreciate you digging deep for the intestinal fortitude to carry on through sickness,
Yeah.
through
There's a
sickness
I know folks who've had it for like a week and a half and they just want to die,
around.
you
Yeah,
know? I wanted to die yesterday, but I feel good now. So the wanting to die is 50% less today, Doc. So tomorrow I should be right
well,
back
that's
to
always
normal.
good. Yeah, yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. So how you doing over there, man?
Doing quite well, quite well. Brought
Yeah.
in the new year, our first show of the 2026.
Oh yeah. Happy New Year, man. Sure.
Yeah, happy New Year, and
Wow.
I don't know. Do you got any resolutions? Do you do the New Year's resolution thing?
No,
Anybody? Uh,
nah. Just to survive another year, basically.
yeah, sometimes I
Yeah.
do. Nah,
Yeah.
this year I got nothing, man.
Of course, the usual one, get rid of my gut so I look more like a rock star on stage,
Right.
instead of, Cousin Billy or whatever. So, but, that,
Well, that's
I'm,
like U2 made that song. I will diet on New Year's Day. Nah.
gosh. But anyway, yeah, it just, but let's hope for a good year, Dow Jones is going nuts. Gasoline's coming down. That's appreciated now. The problem is the diesel ain't coming down. They got to get diesel down, then everything will start rolling. I'll feel much better than I do right now. But anyway, yeah, what a show, man. This guy, Vinnie Vincent, where is he, this guy, or whatever?
Yeah, just to catch folks, everybody, I think most folks know who he is, but Vinnie Vincent was the last makeup guitarist in Kiss. He's the guy that replaced Ace, and he was the Egyptian warrior or whatever the hell,
Ankh Warrior.
the Ankh warrior,
Yeah.
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 And now he looks like Ileana Douglas, but
It's
you know,
crazy. Yeah. Well, he's androgynous, apparently, but I mean, we thought Ace was a nutcase. This guy, he's right up there with him. Now, oh boy, I'm gonna read the whole. I might as well read the whole article. We don't have a lot of articles, so we got a little time. I'm gonna read this article. Trying to get my act together here. While most singers and bands navigate the new era of music, Vinnie Vincent has a different approach when he decides to sell his music for staggering prices. And when fans express their concerns, the guitarist fired back, labeling them effing babies. Ay, caramba. Although he announced the release of the lead single for his new album. Did you hear that, Doc? The single?
yes,
Is that
unfortunately,
like
yes,
the
I did.
worst? Is that like the worst piece of
It's
crap?
unbelievable. Yes, it is. It's unbelievable. It's
It,
it's
it,
the worst god awful mess I ever did here.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah. It's Ride the Serpent is called. The musicians insisted each song would be available on CD, and the price is $200 per song. If that wasn't enough for fans who can afford it, the CDs will only ship if every unit is sold. So this guy's what a piece of work. When announced, fans discussed the new prices. Not thrilled over Vincent's decision, one person expressed a concern, writing, I fear, though, that this price will deter people from truly enjoying your beautiful art in the horrendous economy, especially if it will be this way for each single. Oh boy, that was more than enough to get the attention of Vincent, who went on a rant about the price and what people are willing to pay via Ultimate Classic Rock. Our good buddies at Ultimate Classic Rock. Yeah. Not everybody, not everyone can afford it. That's simple. Second, I resent your quote personal life's needs. prices alleviate my burdens, unquote, insult. Who the F are you to assume such a theory because you can't afford or don't want to pay or don't agree with my price? Oh, but you expect a fair market price of $18.99? Wow. He continues. This is great.
This
Fair
guy's
market
delusional.
price.
He's so delusional, man. It
Fair
gets way
market
worse,
price.
man.
Laughing out loud. Fair market price. That was yesteryear. Welcome to the new agenda, he said. Artists can and will set their own standards and rules for the purchase price of their art when they've had their fill of being ripped off. That if there is any or many artists of value left aside from the standard list, if you don't agree with the price, don't buy it. It's that easy. I'm not. It just is wow. And then I'll just read the final paragraph, which sort of sums it up. And to show how his growing disdain for those who criticize the price, Vincent insisted, "These are the same whiners who have no problem paying someone $500 for a brick from a house he demolished, or
There we
$1,000
go.
for a sweaty pair of used socks. But you bitches cry and whine like effing babies when VV sells something at a price you don't like. Grow the F up."
Is that not the most delusional thing you've ever heard? Hey, well, you'll pay this much for this. Why
That's
won't you
stunning.
pay this much for my single? Which is God. It really is god awful. It's
You know,
horrible.
I swear to God, I'm sure you've heard some of the stuff I've recorded. The production value is a ton better. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
so screechy. It's like it was the comments in the video on YouTube are classic. You know, one guy says he's overtaken Corey Feldman. You know, he's the new Corey Feldman.
The comments that I saw most often and that hit the nail on the head was it sounds like three different songs going on,
Going at
and
one
and,
time.
and it really did. It really
It
did,
makes
man.
no sense at
Yeah,
all. You can't
it's
dance
no
to it. It got
directions, not going anywhere. There's
no
no
groove.
melody. Yeah, it's no, it's got
Ladies
the
and
melody
gentlemen,
of a
yeah.
wood chipper. Yeah, it's just
After
insane.
you watch our show, go to YouTube and punch in "Ride the Serpent" and give it a listen. You'll be stunned at the lack of production. It's like it got recorded in a well. It's amazing. And people are supposed to pay $200 a day. Let's move on, Doc. I picked this little sucker out today. Headline from Ultimate Classic Rock: Vinnie Vincent defiantly threatens to shelve his new album. So
Yeah,
here
there
he
we go.
goes on a whole new tangent. Vinnie Vincent said he would rather shelve his new Guitar Mageddon album than sell it in a conventional manner. The former Kiss guitarist admits that it may be exactly what happens, as he has yet to find enough fans to support his unique and costly release plan for the
Dude, he
long-awaited
was just
record.
wanting 1,000. If he got
Yeah,
sold a thousand, a
he can't
thousand.
get
That
a
is not
thousand
that
people.
much, man. Come
Well,
on, dude. You
wait a
were a
while.
name at one point, dude. 1,000. Come
So,
on.
well, I love this though. You know, as he has yet to find enough fans to support his unique and costly release plan for the long-awaited album. Who's the hell's been waiting for that? I don't know anybody who's been long waiting for that album.
Wow.
Oh, and
Well,
anyway,
that's
in
that's what
December,
past is for.
you know, in December he announced that goofy ass, each song selling for 200, which means that he would only ship each single once it reaches 1,000 pre-sales. His site listed 18 song titles, while promising more, meaning the complete album would cost each fan at least $3,600. This guy's out
Dude,
of
I
his freaking
wonder.
mind. I
This
want to
just
punch
dawned
him
on
or
me.
her in the face. I just
Listen to
do.
you. Listen to you explain it. It just dawned on me. All right, so he's saying, "All right, I got this song, and what he put out, it's not. It's a demo quality, like you said. The quality's not there. So I mean, I don't think that's
Why
studio
would he put
quality.
it out though?
Right, right.
If he
But
can
what I'm
charge,
thinking, I'm thinking this a teaser and buy it, and then I'll have money to go into the studio and record it. I
oh
think
my
he,
gosh.
I think he's pulling a Fire Festival, dude. What's the guy's name? McFarlane. I think
Yeah.
he's betting on the come, man. He's hoping on that money, the
Oh boy.
pre-sales. That he could go there and go into the studio with the money. Boy, that's what it sounds like to me. That's
Oh.
my theory, man. I don't
Well,
know.
anyway,
We'll
yeah,
have to dig a little more into it.
he doubled down on those thoughts over the holiday with new comments on his Facebook page. He acknowledged that it seemed unlikely enough people would buy in, but insisted he will not back down from his plan. There's no money
Because
releasing
he
a record.
can't.
There's no money releasing a record like this with bootlegging thieves at my door. Unless I get compensated for my work, The album stays unheard. Sounds like the guy in Christmas Carol. Unless I am fed, I will not go to his funeral. Jeez. It comes down to this: if the fan support is not there, which it does not appear to be, this record will not be released. Am I fine with that? Absolutely, 100%. He continued. Here he goes. It will be the greatest album of all time,
Right. Yes.
never to be heard, never to be released. If people want my music and
Oh
think they're
my
punishing
God.
me by not buying it because of the price, it matters not to me. They're the ones who lose out. Holy cow. Now
We'll
listen to
lose
this,
out on
dude.
the greatest album of all
Hank,
time.
wait a while. Here we go. He also made it clear just how much he thought of those fans would be, how much he thought those fans would be missing out, stating that in his personal opinion, Guitar Mageddon is one of the greatest rock albums of all time. I lived through Meet the Beatles, Led Zeppelin 2, Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced, Jeff Beck, Truth, which I got all of those, Cream,
Right.
Wheels of Fire, Pink Floyd, etc. The only difference is these albums are generation tested and have benefit of fermentation of time. But as for
What the fuck does
impact and
that mean?
perfection from the first to last song, Guitar Mageddon is a classic. This guy's out of his freaking
That's the
mind.
most delusional shit I've ever heard,
Wow.
man.
Wow. And even if they produce that song properly and mix it, it's still a piece of
It's
crap
still,
song.
it's still horrible. There's
It's
no
still
fixing it, man.
three
Yeah.
songs played at once. Just a,
At best, you're putting lipstick on a pig, man. There's no fixing that thing up, man. It's just,
oh my gosh, he's a
and if that's
shredder,
the
you
one
know.
he's presenting as the jewel, I can only
Yeah.
imagine what the rest of the album sounds like,
You know,
man.
he's a
Oh my
shredder. What
God.
they do, sometimes people get tired of shredding and they want to hear actual, talent. Well, of course he's talent, but really he's just off in his own world, man. Wow. Yeah, he ain't gonna sell 1,000. If he can't get
That's amazing.
1,000
1,000.
copies, I can't get 1,000 people around the world. Well,
You think there'd
20.
be metal collectors or somebody, Eddie Trunks of the world, or somebody just to spend $200 on just for like the collector, part of it,
Gosh
But
almighty.
no, I can't even get 1,000 people, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you know what's the newest thing on YouTube right now that keeps popping up? Kiss, Gene and Paul talking about various things, various moments in Kiss history, and man, they're
Okay.
just trashing each other. It's amazing. Oh my God! But
Yeah, I don't think they've ever been friends. They were just, they're business partners. I don't think they hang out or
well, they're
anything like
both
that.
Jewish, and the thing is,
Yeah,
Vinnie Vincent was, like, he said a lot of anti-Jewish. He was like anti-Jew. He bought Nazi shit when they went over to Europe for a tour and
really.
stuff to bring home.
I
Yeah,
hadn't heard
and
that.
so
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that was on one of the interviews today. Go to YouTube, you'll find it. They got a whole bunch of interviews with Paul and Gene. They're all over my freaking, yeah, the
Can't avoid
algorithm.
them if you want to. Yeah.
Algorithm, yeah, it hooked in, man, and away we go. But there you go, Vinnie Vincent. What a nutcase. I'm anxious to follow this story. I can't wait. See if he actually gets 1,000 people to pay $20 for a damn song, $3,600
God, I
for the
hope
whole
so.
album.
We could possibly miss out on the greatest album of all time.
Oh gosh, I hope not, because we only lived through,
Come
the
on,
era
folks.
of
We're just poor,
yeah.
YouTubers. We don't have any kind of money, man.
But
Somebody's out there's got $200 to give this guy, man. Come on.
yeah, come on, people, dig deep. Well, just yeah, and every one of those albums he listed, though, I have. Yeah, the Hendrix and all that's Beatles. And I'm sorry,
Well, then
pal.
you need to get this one too, because it's right up there
Oh,
with him, Murph.
are you experienced? Yeah, my goodness, it's bound. Are you experienced was such a. It's still people. If you get a chance, go listen to the whole album. Are you experienced? And remember, this was recorded in '67. And boy, wow.
Yeah,
But
that's his best. But I'll just listen to "Axe as Bold as Love," and that's no slouch either.
oh well, none of them are
Yeah,
slouches. But that
yeah.
first one, I mean, from the first note to the last banger, bam!
No, yeah.
Not a, yeah, yeah. So anyway, here
Things
we
like
go.
a greatest hits list of the album, the track listing. So
True that. Here we go. Billy Joel.
our
Billy
boy Billy
Joel. This was
Joel.
so cool. Yeah, it was a tribute band playing. Where were they playing? In
Out of
Florida.
Florida, Wellington, Florida, I
The
believe.
piano man was attending a 30th anniversary celebration for the village of Wellington, Florida, where he owns property. He joined the tribute band Turnstiles, named after Joel's fourth album, at the Wellington Amphitheater to blaze through We Didn't Start the Fire and Big Shot. Very cool. Yeah, yeah. He says, yeah, I wasn't planning on working tonight, but, good for him. And he's, I don't know, he looked bundled up for one thing. It must have been
Well,
cold as
folks,
heck.
remember, just for some context, remember oh God, this is going back earlier
Normal
last
pressure
year.
hydrocephalus.
Yes, he has the water on the brain.
Yeah,
He said his
yeah.
brain's under pressure.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so, yeah.
Doctor said Joel's performances exacerbated his condition. That's what led up to the problem with hearing, vision, and balance.
Yeah, so he says he's
So,
all out of whack, so there's no performing. So yeah, he was just there. I don't think he planned it. I don't think he knew there was going to be a Billy Joel tribute band or anything, but just the
yeah,
planets aligned, and he just kind of jumped up. And those are two. He does. We couldn't start the fire. That's got to be a tough one to do, I would imagine,
yeah.
compared to some of his other songs. You look at all of his whole catalog. I would think that We Didn't Start the Fire would be a tough one to do.
Well,
And then he does Big Shot, which I always
you want to be a big shot.
yeah. And then there's that one part where he starts, I don't know, want to be a big shot, dude. He starts singing like Dracula or something. You know what I'm talking about? The one part.
Yeah.
You have to be a big shot, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he's
But,
doing there, man.
he mentioned about his brain and shit. He says, it's not fixed. It's still being worked on. I feel fine. My balance sucks. It's like being on a boat. That's gotta suck, man. But good for him to get out there, Jeez, we're not getting any younger, and good for him for finding a good tribute band. Hey, that's got to be a trip for the crowd, Come see a
Right?
Billy Joel tribute band, and we're not gonna, we'll bring the real guy up. That's very cool. Good for them, Billy Joel. Yeah, did I
Red
put up?
China Store State, whatever.
Oh,
How can you get through that fucking
only
song?
three of the people mentioned in that song are still alive. 3 people. Yeah,
Okay.
I can't remember the one. So, doggone it, cause I read the
Oh, Bob
article.
Dylan. Mentions Bob
Yeah,
Dylan.
yep,
He's
yep.
still alive.
Oh, one of them was real obscure. I can't
Oh,
remember.
Bernie Getz. Eggs cracked Bernie Getz.
Bernie Getz.
Right,
Yes,
he's still
yes.
alive?
Wow,
Okay.
dude. Wow.
Who would be the third then?
Holy cow, man! Oh
Joe
man.
DiMaggio. What? No, he's the, who else? Trying to get
Hey,
through the
anybody
song
can
here.
bang Marilyn Monroe is good in my book, man. Jeez.
I got 2 of them. I don't know. That's
Okay,
good enough.
nonetheless, yeah. But anyway, yeah, good for him getting out there playing. Okay, we always talk about AI. We talk about AI all the time. How I think it's going to ruin everything. Well, by golly, and Geezer Butler, legendary Black Sabbath bassist. He's been working on music since the 80s. He's had building up a collection of songs in the background since the 80s, and he's going to start putting stuff out there. And let me see who's
I
the
wonder
guy.
why he's holding on to it for so long. I mean, there's definitely been lulls in the Sabbath, scene where he could have done something.
But
I mean,
well, I imagine he, now that Sabbath is totally done, and he can totally take his, because it takes focus, man. So if maybe he's one of them guys, just okay, the band's
yeah, that's
totally
what I'm
done
saying. There
now.
were
I can,
times where
but
Sabbath
still,
had
he
hung it
knew it
up
was
and
going
they
to
were
be
doing,
well, but he
yeah,
probably knew they were coming back or something. So,
yeah,
but
who
now,
knows?
boom, he's he's where's the headline? This is the good folks of Blabbermouth. Geezer Butler is using an AI singer during songwriting process for his upcoming solo album. It's really helped me, he says. So let's look at this. Yeah, it was a question and answer session, and let me see. Somebody asked him if he had any more solo albums in the tank, and he responded, "Oh gosh, I've got tons of stuff. Since we finished the last Sabbath show, I've just been going through all the stuff that I've written since the 80s onward and updated everything. And what held me back before, I didn't have a singer when I'm at home. But AI came along, haha. So all my songs now, I've updated them all, and I'm using an AI singer to bring all the lyrics out. So now I can take it to singers that I'm going to be working with and go,
Right,
this is what I
exactly,
want on the album. So they've got a
exactly,
better
right.
idea. I think, well, okay, oh, oops, sorry, whoa. I think that's, okay, as long as it ain't AI, he can just show what he wants, and let the singer do their own interpretation
Right.
of his
To me, that's
situation.
exactly what you want to use it for. You see the headlines, you're going to use AI for vocalists. It's like, oh, boo, you know. And then you see, yeah, it's kind of a placeholder kind of thing. It's like a demo kind of thing, where it's like, yeah, this is the style, or But then,
Yeah.
again, you want the vocalists to have their own style too. But I'm sure that
Yeah,
could be,
yeah. But like
worked
I
out
say,
or
they'll probably
whatever.
put their
Yeah,
own style in it.
yeah,
Before I was just like playing them a bass riff or something, going, "Can you sing to this?" And they'd be going, "Yeah." But it's so much better now because you can sit down in your studio and do everything on AI, and then take it to the proper musicians, and let them take over. It really helped me. A lot of people thinks it's cheating. Well,
well, let's just use the tools that are out there. And he's the perfect guy for it, being a bassist and a lyricist.
yeah.
Where he writes the lyrics too. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's gonna want to
What
put that
is
out for
this that
yeah.
stands before me? I believe those were his lyrics.
I
After,
pretty
after,
much
yeah,
everything. Yeah,
after
yeah,
a specifically weird night. Yeah, yeah, some kind of dream he had or something. But yeah, so good for him. As long as it's a real singer singing that he allows to, put their own flair into it. But I see no issue with that.
So yeah,
Especially
to
since
me
he can't have a
that's
singer. He probably can't have a singer sitting at his house
right,
okay, I'm gonna go do jail. Get the
right.
singer. Let's go. No,
Yeah,
no. So good for him, I
yeah.
guess.
To me, that's exactly what you want to use it for, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Boy, yeah. Geese, the geezer. Yeah, baby. Let me see what do we got going on here. Yeah, oh boy. So, I feel like crap, but we're gonna keep marching on, man, because hey, Song
uh,
Sun Blue, baby. Did you went and saw it, right? Song
no,
Sun Blue?
no, no. I didn't see it.
No, no.
Nah.
I thought you went and saw it. Yeah, yeah. Song Sun Blue, man. Neil Diamond. Yeah, they're. It sounds like a bizarre movie, man. What do you think?
Well, we're seeing a lot of articles on, and the one the one I sent you was the family of the people that it's made about. Now they're complaining that
Yeah.
it didn't depict it. Isn't that always the case? Isn't that
God Almighty.
always the case? That's not how it happened. It's like, dude, you got Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson portraying them, man. Well, you can do a lot
Uh,
worse, man. Come on.
and they're and
Yeah,
they're not portraying it. They're a tribute.
right,
They're a Neil Diamond tribute. So it's like,
right.
geez, people, and they're bitching about the portrayal of the. So apparently they're a real tribute people, a band, and they're bitching about the portrayal of the portrayal.
Yeah.
The
So just
betrayal. It was a betrayal of the
a
portrayal.
betrayal of the portrayal of the betrayal.
That
But
is,
yeah, just a little background on it. It's they had a documentary came out about them a few years back, and
no,
the right people saw it, and they kind of turned it into a movie. And one of the big backers was Eddie Vedder, and
really.
he actually had that couple. He actually got up on stage with them doing oh god, what song did they do? Ah crap, I should have written that down.
Holly Holy,
Uh,
Holly Holy.
Grass. I'll
That's
think
one of
of
my
it.
karaoke
It wasn't
songs.
any of the obvious ones. I can't remember what the hell it
Oh,
was.
okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's like their life. It looked like a pretty decent movie. I don't know. It might be worth watching.
I've heard good. I just don't go to the movies anymore. I'm tired. I don't need this
But yeah,
Hollywood
no, I'll
crap.
wait till it comes out and whatever. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well, this is disappointing. Well, this is expected. Come on, hang on here. Let me knock a few things down here. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my goodness. There it is. MTV. Wow. MTV headline from Enemy, Good People of Enemy, another one of our fine sources. MTV shuts down the final music only channels with Video Killed the Radio Star. And as everybody knows, that was the first video played on MTV. It was
Right.
Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. And it was the ending thing. And when you think about it, MTV played such a vital part in the American music scene. It was giving the chance to see bands on TV constantly, 24 hours a day. And the reason and that was great. But now I'll go on YouTube and see any band, any
Exactly.
video, anything. So
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
really it just technology moved on. But boy, was that great back in the day before they started
Yeah, it
all
was cool
those.
because we all had that shared experience. We
Yeah.
all saw the same thing. We all, everybody saw, when Madonna was rolling around in her underwear or whatever. Everybody saw Michael Jackson moonwalk. Everybody
Oh
saw,
yeah.
whatever, all those different moments on MTV. Everybody saw together, and now, like you said,
Yeah.
everybody's just watching whatever they want to watch on YouTube. And Hopefully they're watching us, but probably not.
Yeah, but it's I ain't got no qualms with it being retired. Yeah, it sure did serve a purpose. So man, back in the '80s,
Yeah,
it
the
started
last
out.
of it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, it started in '81. So,
Yeah, August '81. Yeah.
but
Oh yeah, I remember when it first started, man. We didn't have it for years at our house still, but yeah, some folks around our neighborhood had it, but not too many. But slowly it started, getting more. I want my MTV, and everybody started getting it. But
I
yeah,
want
this last one was over in the UK, and MTV Europe started in 1987.
yeah,
And
and
their first one was Money for Nothing. Yeah, that was their first video,
checks for
which
free,
that makes
man.
sense
Yeah,
for the time. Yeah,
and
and
that
then
stopped in 2011, right? Yeah, this
yeah.
this
So
uh,
this is like an MTV UK, and they had like different kind of little offshoots. They had like MTV '80s, MTV '90s. They kind of had like
oh
little
yeah,
different little sub channels or whatever, and that's what's being shut down now. So that's totally finito. It's
yeah.
all just going to be
Well, remember they did the Live Aid concert.
ridiculousness or whatever. Was it a show called Ridiculousness or whatever they just
Oh,
showed?
I don't.
I
I just
believe.
remember Remote Control. That was pretty decent. Remote Control. I remember
Uh,
that game show. But yeah, then he started going into reality bullshit
all
too,
the
and that
real
just
world, yeah, yeah.
teen angst and all that crap. And I just I'm too old for that crap. But yeah, they broadcast the Live Aid concerts and of course the historic Thriller video. I remember that. I remember watching the
Yeah,
Thriller
yeah,
video.
yeah. That was
Oh
a big deal.
baby,
Yeah, yeah.
the first time the premiere. Yeah, that was very cool. So
And by
that
the way, while we're talking, we got a little time, right?
oh, plenty of
Talking about
time.
I'm talking about MTV Headbangers Ball,
Oh
and
yeah,
just the history of that's it's pretty interesting because it
Ricky
started off.
Rackman. Yeah.
Well, it started off. It was D. Snyder, and it wasn't called Headbangers Ball. It was called something else, and they want him to do it for free for exposure. He's D.
Wow.
Snyder in
For
1986 or whatever
free?
it was. Like he's not having
Boy, talk
exposure.
about an
You know,
insult.
yeah. So
God.
then they had Adam Curry was the first host, and then he's not a metal guy. He just didn't fit in. And then they found Ricky Rackman, man. He was a guy. He knew them all. He owned the Cat House. That was the club where they all hung out at and everything. So
Wow.
he knew all these guys. He was a real guy. He knew them all and hung in there.
Oh.
And when they decided to shut it down, it was like no notice or nothing. It was like when they did the last one, nobody knew that was going to be the last one. It was like
Wow.
he
Oh,
said
that
I just
sucks.
started thinking, but yeah, he got home, but they called him, said, "Dude, it's over." It's like, okay, well, let's for this last show, then let's do. No, you've had your last show.
Oh
He's like,
my
what?
God.
So, and dude,
Wow.
Headbangers Ball was man, that really was a cultural, whatever you want to call mecca.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Fucking sledgehammer.
everybody watched it, back then. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. It was a great era, man. MTV, the real quality MTV era was great. And although it's sad to see him go, that's technology, man. They're just not needed anymore. So Jiminy Creepers. One more item here that ain't on our agenda. I gotta get to.
Oh,
Guess,
slipping one in on me. What you
guess
got?
who's going on tour? Guess who's going on tour, Doc? Diamond
I
Dave.
saw that. Oh yeah. It's quite an extensive tour,
An
actually, man.
extensive tour,
Yeah.
Diamond Dave. That just blows my mind. That shows how just out of his mind, delusional he is. I mean, his singing is so bad. It's that caricature
I
of
gotta see what
some.
kind of venues he's playing, what size venues.
Well, he's
Yeah.
not playing Chicago. I noticed he skipped Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Probably doesn't want to pay the extra taxes or whatever. I
He's gonna
don't
show
know.
up at Riot Fest, man.
Yeah, gosh, but geez, wow, he's so gone. I don't get it. And even his video, can't jump around anymore. He just sort of struts and smiles, and then every now and then he'll try and screech out some vocals. He, if he doesn't need the money, shame on him. And if he does need the money, shame on him because he
I
should
know.
have invested better. Cripes almighty, the market's pulling monster numbers, so shame on him.
And as you have noted on occasion, he's never been with anybody, so he's not like he's
No.
been through a messy divorce and took half his
Yeah,
money or
yeah,
anything. I
right,
mean,
exactly. So, well, let me see what he's worth here. Hang on a minute. Let's see what old
I think
Davey.
he just wants to, be beat Dave. You
He
know,
just
he's timing Dave, man. Yeah,
narcissistic that he thinks
yeah,
people. David Lee Roth net worth.
yeah. He's
You're
just
probably right, man. I bet
supposed to be
40
timing
million. I'm
Dave,
guessing
man.
40 million. Let's see.
Oh, more than
60
150.
million. No, he said they
Oh,
say
oh,
60
wow.
million.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay. And yeah, he's going out on tour with the most horrible voice in rock and roll at this point, I think. Jeez. So
Yeah, people are thirsty for nostalgia too. You know, people. I mean, it kind of depends. I mean, but yeah, it's his own tour. It's not like he's doing the county fair circuit, man. He's actually going on tour. I mean, it's I
boy,
don't know.
I think it's a mistake. We'll see how
We'll
ticket
see.
sales go.
You see
See if
who
we
he
get
pairs up with. If it's a good double bill, maybe I don't know, but we'll see.
boy, oh boy, dude, that's gonna be a rough one though. Man, oh man. Well, okay. My energy level is dropping. And the
Fading
flu,
fast,
well,
huh?
I figure I took a couple of gummies and a painkiller last night for bed. Slept really well, which is, when you're sick like, it's really good to get a good night's sleep.
Oh
So
yeah.
one more good night's sleep and I may be back in action, man. We'll see. Oh, brother. But anyway, yeah. Thanks a lot, folks, for sticking by this ill person here. I never get sick, man. This really blows. But I never get vaccines or anything either. So there you go. So a little bit sick and it's going away and I'm fine. So man, here we are in New Year, folks. Yeah, yeah. We're looking for great things this year, more ways than one. So ugh, I'm burned out, and I say I'm getting delirious, Doc. So why don't you take us home, brother?
Go take it easy, bro. Sit down. Go wait in the car. I got it from here, man. Now, thanks a lot, everybody, for checking in and starting the new year with us. Yeah, definitely. Not a whole bunch of stories, but this is Vinny Vincent's story, man. Yeah, I hope there's going to be more on
Oh
this, man.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
just, this is just, he's the most delusional rocker ever, man. Ever, ever.
yeah.
So,
Wow.
anyway, see what you folks think about it and come by next week and we'll see what happens then. We'll talk about it. Until then, have a great rock and roll filled week, everybody.